Gentlemen, June 1st is pretty big in the NFL. It's where a lot of guys end up getting cut. The summer trades and everything happens. So I got a few odds and ends, but let's start off with a little bit of a game. The game is called Cut, Trade, or Stay. Does this person get cut from their team, traded from their team, or they end up staying on their team? I have a few list of players. Let's have some fun.
All right, let's hear.
Let's start off in Atlanta. Kirk Cousins. Does Kirk Cousins get cut, traded, or will he be a Falcon?
I just don't know what you're willing to give up in a trade. I mean, a 7th-round pick and Atlanta still has to pick up half the salary. Doesn't it just feel like a player they have to cut? You can't have that kind of noise in training camp. I'll say cut.
But it's the lack of noise because he's just not there. He's not doing the Trey Hendrickson where he's like
he can't.
To
he
the
doesn't
media.
He doesn't have any leverage.
He's like, you know what? Keep paying me my money.
Wait, but why would you want him around? He's not going to participate. He's not going to be at camp. You got to get rid of him. Look, it's a question: trade, cut, or stay. I'm saying cut.
Okay,
David, say something else. So
I
you
was
don't get
leaning. No, I was leaning stay. Because they gave him the money. They gave him the money, and many times you want to get something for what you already paid for. But Mike's right; there's a distraction there, so they probably do end up cutting him.
Now, if he was going to be a good teammate, he's going to be around. Maybe I just say stay. I'll be shocked if they get something for him. What the hell would you give up for him? Let's say you're the Steelers. Let's say they're done with this Aaron Rodgers thing. Like David, at what point would you be okay with would you be all right? Your team gave up a 6th-round pick for Kirk Cousins?
2028, sure, but no.
David, I think you would be okay if they gave up a 6th-round pick next year. Let's be real.
No, I actually
Based off the quarterbacks that you have right now, he's still better. So, okay. You're in denial, David. Let's wait for Aaron Rodgers. Next one, Tyreek Hill.
Oh, dear God.
Trade. I think they have to get rid of him. He's a distraction. He is someone, and I've apologized, and he's done this publicly. You cannot continue to think you're going to have a winning program with that guy right now as the guy that he is.
But
not a great example.
Who's lining up to get him? I mean, respectfully, everything you're saying is right. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing what Rico did to me. I'm not haranguing you.
But you're trying to figure out who would want to make that.
I'm just trying to ask the question.
Haranguing?
Yes, triple word score. But what do you even give up for a receiver who was not nearly as fast last year, makes $30 million a year, and is a head case?
I hear you.
I don't know what to say to that.
I hear you, because if I'm Tennessee, why would I do that with a young quarterback?
Unless the Dolphins are going to eat some of this salary.
They would have. I mean, they certainly would have.
And then if all of a sudden they're eating, let's just say $20 million of it, and he's $10 million, maybe I'll take a chance on him. If you're a team that, like you're Buffalo, I just need a receiver. I need somebody to be a difference maker. Okay, this one's for you, Mike. I'm going to say this with a straight face.
All right, go ahead.
But I can't look at you.
Go ahead.
I can't even look
closing
at you.
my eyes.
Will Levis.
That's funny. I think that's a cut, especially after what he said publicly about kind of knowing what's going on. And I don't know. It just didn't feel there's still an element of entitlement with him. Plus, he's a weirdo and puts mayo in his coffee. I'll say cut.
Here's the thing.
I laughed when I was writing this down.
You don't always need someone behind your young quarterback to be that veteran, to be that guy that's going to teach. You don't always need that, but you don't need distractions. You don't need a guy that's going to, I can still do this. I'm sorry, dude. You've been replaced. So just cut him.
Okay. Jaire Alexander.
I throw my hands in the air with this guy. He's never healthy. And he's a pain in the ass. But when he is healthy, he's elite. I thought he was going to get dealt at the draft. I figured mid-round draft pick, changes scene. He's just going to be there. He's just keep on keeping on. I don't know.
Cut, trade, or draft? I mean, stay.
Stay.
Okay, stay? All right.
David?
I'm going to lean cut. I think they want him.
You really feel strongly about that.
I do think they want him, but he doesn't play anymore.
See, I think they will try their best to trade, but they won't get anybody out there, and he'll end up just being a Packer by default. because nobody else wanted him.
Like, David, what's the benefit of cutting him now?
It isn't, but you're not getting anything for him in a trade.
But if you cut him, you get nothing. So even if you
may
got
be on the roster and you get nothing.
No, but I'm saying even if you got a 6th or 7th round pick, cross your fingers, hope to God you drafted some steal. That's all I'm saying. Jaylen Ramsay. David's microphone is off, and I hear him laughing through the glass.
I hate these questions.
I put a lot of time in there.
He was actually the Dolphins' best pass rusher last year. One problem: he's a corner. Makes an absolute ton of money. What is the post June 1st cut? I'm not ambushing you. I'm asking. Is there like big savings there? I just feel like Miami's a train wreck.
I don't know if it's big savings, but I do know it's savings.
He'll
I have
stay.
to look and see.
He'll stay. They already lost Javon Holland to the Giants. I don't know. You've already got him trading Tyreek. What are they even doing in Miami?
That's a great question, Mike. I don't know, but
he'll stay.
Wow, they would have $30 million in dead cap if they cut him.
He's staying because I don't think anybody's trading
18
him.
next year.
He'll
dead
stay.
cap.
All right, gentlemen. Because it's a weird situation, Bills and James Cook.
Stay. They'll get a deal done. Even though we don't pay running backs. They're in their Super Bowl window. They have to keep him. He's turned into a superstar. You got to do stupid stuff to try to win the Lombardi. They're going to keep him.
Yeah, I think they'll look at Josh Allen, or Josh Allen look at them and say, do it.
Josh Allen is back from his honeymoon and wants James Cook.
He will get it done for James Cook.
Okay. And finally, I do want to ask you this question because this happened last week, but we really didn't get a chance to talk about it. But the trade that happened between the Eagles and the Niners for Bryce Huff.
Yeah, I liked it.
The Niners will give up either a 3rd or 4th round selection to the Eagles. Did one team win over the other in this trade? Or was it a win-win?
I think it works both ways. Huff just didn't work in Philly. He had a blow-up season with the Jets. He was a PFF darling. It just didn't work there. Change of scenery. You guys are desperate for pass rushers. You add them to a scheme that works. Yeah, you give it a rip. Again, it's two teams going for it in different ways. Huff, it's buyer's remorse. It doesn't fit their scheme. Fangio came in, it didn't work. I'm good with it.
I didn't know if this was like Howie Roseman does it again or
no. I thought it was fine both ways. To be honest with you,
it's a win-win, and Salah knows him.
Plus,
he knows him in his system.
How did San Francisco afford it? Salary cap. It's not real,
bro. Yeah, they're about $40 million under the cap now.
You get my point.
And they're still wheeling and dealing.
There you go. Okay. Get cocky. There you go. Do that for everybody.
That's your NFL post-June 1st Blitz 97.